today that came out. It's going to affect your Miami Hurricanes, which also, man, got to give them a shout out one more time for the hell of a game they played in the national championship. They really came out there and showed what they got. But having said that, the Duke reached a agreement with their star transfer of 1 year, Darian Mensah. He signed a 2-year deal worth $8 million NIL deal to transfer from Tulane into Duke in 2025. Having said that, it was about $4 million per season that he was averaging. Now, he all of a sudden, once this was all done and with, automatically wanted to transfer again, and Duke was like, no, you can't do that. You signed a contract with us for 2 years. They were able to hash it out in court, and now he's going to be transferring to Miami is what all the writings on the wall say. What is your thoughts on this one? He's going to Miami. You guys are going to be getting Carson Beck is going to be gone. So you guys are getting another top-end recruit coming to Miami. I know you got to feel good about this one.
Yeah, definitely. But I want to give a shout out first to Duke, man, because that's some like well played stuff, bro. I like the fact that they're able to give him what he wants. Like, I think this is a very good example on why these players should only sign year deals when it comes to college athletics, really. But in this case, college football, just in case you do want to leave and you want to go somewhere else, but now you signed the contract and you really can't. So shout out to Duke for actually coming to an agreement and letting him get out of there, man, because a lot of teams wouldn't have done that, and they would have probably kept him to try either, get him to lead their team to greatness, but, he didn't want to stay there, so they let him go. So that's what's up from Duke. I mean, for us, it's going to be great for us, man. I mean, we go from Cam Ward to Carson Beck. Obviously, it's a huge turnaround there, but I'll give it to Beck. He was a great game manager all season, and that's what we really needed when we have weapons like Tony and Fletcher back there. Like, we could give him the ball, and they could do what it does as playmakers. So I think Darian coming in, he's going to be more of a playmaker himself. He's very good with his legs. He has IQ. He has a lot of toughness and grit, and he fits the culture of UM, man. Like, we're very tough and gritty, and we're ready to fight with anybody. We're ready to throw hands with every single second of every single game, and I feel like Darren's going to be that type of player that he's going to put his body on the line, his name on the line, and go out there and try to get some wins, man.
Yeah, it's also going to be interesting, too, is because they're both in the ACC. And Duke finally got a good star quarterback, brought him to their first ACC championship game. I believe it's since 1962. And so that's got to sting a little bit for them to be able to lose one of their star players to another rival in the same division, the same conference, excuse me. This season, if you didn't get a chance to watch much Duke football, he had about 3,973 yards for the overall. 34 touchdowns and 6 interceptions with a QBR of 76.6. So the kid was absolutely balling for Duke, and Duke had a great year. Let's not forget that. I mean, they did go to the ACC championship game, so it's going to be a huge loss.
They shouldn't have been there, but whatever.
You guys ended up in the national championship game with
Hey,
I mean, come on.
More.
Always needing more. But I guess the last thing I want to touch on this one as well about is NIL deals, and you kind of brought it up, but this Wild West mentality with the NIL deals is just getting wilder and wilder. And I think they're going to have to be able to figure out a way to budget this a little bit better and be able to maintain and actually be able to enforce things better, because this is going to start happening more and more with these contracts. I mean, these guys he's averaging $4 million a year to stay at a team that just went to the championship game. Now, granted, I would want to go to Miami over Duke any day, having said that, but I mean, it's kind of crazy that these people are just picking up and going after signing contracts. I'm glad Duke actually took him to court for it and was able to settle it out, but I think it's a sign of things to come with the times, I believe, with all these people just being able to up and go, and there's hardly any ramifications, really. This is one of the first major ones that's actually went to court over it.
Yeah, I mean, dude, again, it's dope that Duke actually settled it with him and let him go where he wants to go, but I understand why they would take it to court, because when it comes down to it, it's a contract. You're signing a contract,
exactly.
You can't butt out of it, but you come to an agreement and get it settled, and they let you go while they because I'm pretty sure they don't have to pay him what they had to pay him in the second year, correct?
I don't think so. I'm sure they came up with something that will be more released. It kind of just came out today, so all the details are still coming out. But Yeah, it's just interesting that how these things have gone now with AI and all these people being able to just kind of pick up and go. There's always another side of the argument as well, is that coaches do this all the time. Though coaches will sign a contract and they see a better offer and then they pretty much leave. So I mean, it's just I don't know. There has to be some sort of more ramifications. I feel like maybe almost they used to be have to like sit out if you transfer or something like that. I don't know. I think they come out gonna come up with something with the way the money is coming in now.
Yeah. I mean, there's gonna always be changes to it, man. I mean, NIL is pretty brand new, but there's always gonna be changes down the road. There's always gonna be other situations that come up, and things are gonna go differently than how certain things are gonna get handled now is gonna be different later on. They might change it that you can't even get out of the contract that you signed and stuff.